Rust is an open-world survival game that thrives when playing with other people. Rust is one of the hardest survival games out there. If the harsh environment doesn't kill you, then another player will. If you manage to stay alive, you can build up and fortify your base. Game is nearly a decade old, and throughout this time, there have been tons of updates, providing you with new and refreshed content.
See me now.
Metro Exodus mixed up the series by incorporating non-linear level design into its campaign. Rather than one large open-world, Exodus offers you multiple smaller open worlds with varying environments, enemies, and objectives. It tells a thrilling story of humanity persevering through the worst of an apocalypse and uses a hidden morality system to judge which ending you deserve. Metro Exodus also manages to take one of the greatest first-person survival horror systems in history and expands upon it. From the on-the-go crafting to the modular weapons you can create, Metro Exodus will have you scrounging for resources to survive. Dayz has been out for a while and is probably one of the more hardcore zombie survival games you could play. Not only is the map absolutely massive at about 230 kilometers wide, but there are also a wide array of landscapes and landmarks that are all beautifully rendered and based on real places. The entire point of the game is to try to stay alive at any cost. Because of this, you will experience a dynamic day and night cycle as well as threats from all over that will test your capabilities. You will be able to play with up to 60 players on the same map that you can make friends with, kill, or even betray for whatever it is that they have on their person. In SCUM, you are stranded with up to 64 players in a prison somewhere off the coast of Croatia. Your goal is to break free from jail and escape the island with your fellow inmates. But this is no small feat. The island is pretty large, with dense forests, abandoned towns, and run-down airfields. To survive in this hostile environment, players can fortify existing buildings or craft new shelters using scavenged materials. SCUM goes pretty far in the realism of its prison riot survival game. If you ever get knocked out and lose a tooth, you will need to find a way to liquefy food to keep on eating. And you don't simply need to eat, you also have to check the level of each vitamin, as well as your muscle mass, and even the volume of your stomach. If you're looking for an adventure where survival is your only option, Sons of the Forest will test you quite a bit. The game puts you as someone hired to go to an island to find a lost billionaire. As it turns out, the island is swarming with cannibals, and you must do whatever it takes to get off the island alive. You'll be given complete freedom on the island to do what you want, when you want. How you explore, fight, and survive is up to you. The longer you stay on the island, the more the island changes. Seasons will alter what you can do, and crafting will help unlock new weapons and items to use for survival. We can't have a list of open-world survival games without talking about Minecraft. This is one of the most iconic games out there. Minecraft fully embraces the open world, going on for millions of blocks. There are no set goals in Minecraft. All you need to do is survive, but the rest of the game is up to you. You can grab some supplies and spend several days exploring the vast world around you. Valheim provides a bit more structure than Minecraft. In this game, you play a Viking in a massive world filled with enemies that want to see you dead. While exploring, there are several biome-specific bosses that you can defeat in order to gain new powers. There is a general sense of progression in Valheim, but you can also use your creativity to make impressive Viking structures. A server can hold up to 10 people, allowing you to live your Viking dream with friends. In Starbound, you can live your space explorer fantasy. With 7 races to choose from, you will be able to navigate through the galaxy on your customized ship, visit populated planets, recruit crewmates, and even make your very own colony. Along the way, you can play through a campaign and complete dungeons. Of course, your path is up to you. If completing this story doesn't interest you, you can definitely get distracted and make an underground mega colony. While Starbound throws you into a vast universe, Astroneer grounds you on one planet to start with. In this bright game there is no combat. Rather than fighting your way through alien planets, your goal is to explore and visit new planets. Astroneer can get quite technical, as you will need to collect a variety of elements to help you craft new items. The sound effects are incredibly satisfying, and when combined with the lack of combat, make for a relaxing experience. Don't let the simple 2D graphics of Don't Starve fool you. This game throws you into the wilderness with pretty much no help. Instead of having a few starting items or directions, you have nothing. The way you survive in the world is completely up to you, as there is no straightforward path. Don't Starve is a single-player game, but fortunately, you can also play Don't Starve together. This is a multiplayer version of the game, allowing you to partner up with friends and survive in the wilderness together. It makes sense that a zombie game would also be an open-world survival game. In Project Zomboid, your goal may be to stay alive, but death is inevitable. Whenever you die, you begin as a new character. This may seem obvious, but there is a catch. Your dead body will turn into a new zombie, who can then come and kill you. This also means that your old zombie self may have valuable loot, allowing you to retrieve it. Just try not to die again while doing so. Graphically, Terraria looks very similar to Starbound. While they are both open-world survival games, Terraria is a bit more grounded. In the 2D world of Terraria, you can mine to your heart's content, exploring the secrets of the planet that you are on. Along the way, you will meet a variety of NPCs that can join you. By constructing houses, the NPCs will move in and provide services. You can focus on building an epic base for your NPCs, as well as exploring the depths of the world and defeating the large roster of bosses. Grounded takes a group of friends and shrinks them down to the size of an ant while in a backyard. Now, the group must make their way through the new world they're in, figure out the mystery of what happened to them, and avoid getting hurt by the insects that roam the area. Since you are tiny, even small bugs can be menacing. Thankfully, those with arachnophobia have nothing to fear. With arachnophobia mode, spiders essentially become bubbles, losing all the qualities that make them scary. Customize your characters, that they're decked out with weapons and armor to help fight off threats. Then charge forth into the unknown. This might be your title if you're looking for an adventure to have fun in. It's truly wonderful to see how far No Man's Sky has come since its disastrous launch. It was very rough and boring when it first came out, but when you fast forward to now, it's a game that deserves a look. No Man's Sky is set in a procedurally generated universe filled with an impressive amount of planets for you to explore. In fact, there are 18 quintillion planets in each world. While playing, you can do pretty much anything you want. There is a main story, but along the way, you can explore planets, build a vast farm, or even become a cutthroat fighter ready to mow down all that stand in your way. Most survival games tell you to survive on land, but in Subnautica, you'll be trying to survive in waters you know nothing about. Specifically, your craft crash lands on an alien world that has many oceans. From the moment you splash down, you'll have to search for items and resources to survive. Find habitat modules so you can take a breath of air outside your suit, as well as items that'll help you dive deeper into the waters of this planet. Exploration is highly encouraged here, as you'll see not only beautiful ecosystems, but all sorts of alien life. Your journey to the depths awaits.